Alright. By request from a few people, I am making a video about my gear and setup that I'm using for all of the moon event videos I've been putting up. So I figured to go over some of the stuff I have. And we'll start with my lovely park. At the moment, it's just empty. People had wondered how I had the teleporters hooked up, and I just have them placed at random intervals to bring mobs into the center closer. I could have chose to just wire two different colors on top of each other, but instead simply went with the lazy option of running the wires in parallel to the point where they connect. And it's the same setup on both sides. As for the gear, I had some people questioning which potions were absolutely necessary, because they don't like making the Inferno Potion. I'll just make the disclaimer right now, the Inferno Potion is more or less just for show. It doesn't particularly help clear the waves. The rest of the potions, however, are very necessary. Warmth Potion's more for the Frost Moon than the Pumpkin Moon. The Life Force Potions are a 20% increase to your life, so self-explanatory. Heart Reach Potion is what allows me to simply sit in my little box here and not have to move around, pull up the hearts from further away. The Wrath Potion is a 10% increase in damage, Rage gives you 10% crit, the Endurance Potion reduces damage taken by 10%, and the Archery Potion, 20% arrow damage, speed. The Ammo Reservation Potion, you may as well use it. It's 20% ammo chance, not consume. Don't really see it going off, but it does work. It's just, you're going to be shooting arrows faster than you're going to notice the effect. Typical things that are RNG based. I use Pumpkin Pie for the well-fed buff. It's a 15-minute buff, so I don't really have to worry about that. And then the Holy Arrows are effectively the key to this. Each arrow will spawn 2 stars on impact, and with the Tsunami, you shoot 5 arrows at a time. You're gonna get another 10 stars. Each star does half the total damage of the arrow and the bow it was fired from. And with all of your buffs running, standing still, you're looking at 231 damage for the Tsunami, and then another 14 for the Holy Arrow. So you're looking at a total of 245 damage an arrow. So each star is going to get about 120 damage per arrow. And you can see right here, Inferno Ring, nice for the little guys, but it's just a show. Completely and entirely a show. Now, it may be a bug, it could be a feature. The Razor Punch can shoot through walls. The Razor Blade Typhoon can kind of shoot through walls. But just like them, the Tsunami has its point of origin for its arrows ahead of its model by about 2 or 3 blocks, which is what is enabling it to pass through walls and allow me to just sit still inside a box where I can't get hit. It was nice. Takes out a lot of the damage from the bosses, and it would otherwise be harder to avoid during events. When it comes down to farming all of the ingredients for these things, the Inferno Potion is a pain because it requires fishing and lava, which means you need a hotline fishing rod. But for the rest of them, it's simply a matter of having a biome for each one. The Wrath Potion requires Ebon Koi, so you're going to need a Corruption biome. The Heart Reach is a Crimson Tigerfish, so you're going to need a Crimson biome for that. Endurance Potion requires cave fish, so that's just underwater, underground fishing. The Ammo Reservation is double cod. The Warmth requires frost minnow, so you're gonna need a snow biome. What's the life force potion? I don't remember what the life force potion is. Archery potion is just the day bloom and lens. So none of it's particularly hard to make. Just requires a little bit of time. A small bit of fishing. And that's basically it over there. Using Shroomite armor with the arrow damage for obvious reasons. Typically during the moon events I'll switch from my wings to a star veil, increasing my immunity duration. That's what is really key to surviving the final waves, as mobs just stack up on top of you and put out lots of damage. You're going to want to try and negate as much of that as possible. You can probably get away with using any variant of the cross necklace. I use the star veil just because I'm already making it rain stars. Why not add more? The sniper scope is an increase to range, damage, and crit strike. The increased view range is only effective for guns, but that's not too big of a drawback. Lucky Destroyer emblem, increased damage and crit chance. The Avenger emblem is increased damage, and the Ranger emblem is more increased range damage. It's going to take a bit of farming to get all three of them, as you'll need 3 Ranger emblems and then 2 Sorcerer and Warrior emblems, as well as a Golem Eye. And the Sniper Scope is equally as difficult to farm, as you'll need to get a Rifle Scope. And whatever the other thing is. I can't be expected to remember all of this. The Holy Arrows, as you saw in the beginning of the video I was making, with unicorn horns, wooden arrows, and pixie dust. It can take a little bit of farming to actually get a hefty amount of those, but they're well worth the return. My park here could probably use some improvements. The heart statues aren't 100% necessary, as eventually you're going to end up killing a boss outside of your heart reach potions range, and statues stop activating for unknown reasons. Well-known reasons, actually, I should say. That's basically it for the setup. You just want a nice, large, open area. The teleporters placed within the spawn area of mobs. You wire them with the yellow pressure plates so that you can't activate them, just mobs do. Brings them into you real close, and it speeds up clearing the waves. Considering adding some traps here for the frost moons, I was only able to make 17. I need something to speed things up, but we'll save that for another video. For now, this has been my current gear setup, and the essentials. Inferno potion not required, and I hope it helps.